I'm super excited about my next guest. So everyone who has ever been to Miami Beach knows the world famous Palace Bar, right? It's legendary, it's loud, it's drag, it's brunch, okay? It's dancing in the mother effing streets of Ocean Drive. And honestly, it's part of queer history for this little queer girl, all right? And joining me today is the man behind the magic, the GM of Palace, Alfredo AJ Prasaguet. I probably said that really wrong. But for people who don't know, explain your last name. Tell me your last name again, AJ. I'm sorry.
It's Prasaguet.
Oh, that sounds so much sexier than what I said. What did I say? Prasaguet.
The French pronunciation is Prasaguet.
Ooh, I like that. Prasaguet. So when you meet a guy at Twist, you know, that's not far from Palace, and you go hi, or when you used to meet people, because, you know, now he's taken 4 months, by the way, right? Would you say that? I'm AJ Prasaguet.
Depends on the person. I would say AJ, maybe Alfredo. I have aliases.
Ooh, I love that. That's a great way. You know, like you meet somebody and then they come up to you like, didn't I meet you before? Aren't you AJ? Oh no, I'm Alfredo.
Exactly.
You might have met my evil twin, AJ, who runs up and down South Beach saying he's me. You see?
Or how many drinks he had that night.
Or, you know, you can't be trusted like that, you know? If there's someone watching us from Idaho, I'm not a hoe, you're a hoe. If someone's watching us from Idaho, right, how would you explain Palace Bar to them?
I mean, you said it right in the beginning. Legendary, iconic, a staple, community driven. But when it comes to the shows, the best there is. The performances, the energy, the lifeline that it gives you while you're there, and you're able to take that from Palace and go on about your journey the next day or wherever you're going. So for me, I have the coolest job on the planet.
How long have you been with Palace?
3.5 years.
Wow.
A lot of grays.
But it takes, you know, what I notice is that folks who have positions like yours, it's nonstop. I mean, there's always something you've got going on. You know, I'm not saying that, you know, they're slave drivers. It just comes with the territory. It's not a 9 to 5, Monday through Friday kind of gig, you know?
It's the furthest thing from that.
Well, so you grew up here though, okay?
I did.
You've been with them, you know, a couple of years. We've been with them almost 4 years, but you grew up here. Like, I lived on South Beach in the 90s. I left South Beach about 2006, something like that, right? And Palace was a part of my growing up, my coming out, my being gay, you know? When you took this job, you already knew about Palace's history, correct?
I did.
To a degree?
And I didn't. Yeah, to a degree. I had never actually been to Palace prior to these last 5 years.
What?
Yeah, it's crazy. I grew up in Hollywood, Florida, and then I lived on South Beach for 3 years, but it was while I was in school, and that's all I focused on. And I never did Palace. And it's crazy to think how my world has shifted. This little boy from Hollywood who went to school for marketing and wanted to be a big marketing and director and producer, and here I am doing it in a different style, but creating some magnificent shows and not just drag, pool parties, events. We do it all.
You know, and production, if folks at home, right, you know, producing a show, it sounds easier than it is. Okay. That's the nicest way I could put it. You understand? Because just from my seat as an MC, as the host, right? Sometimes you get pulled into helping with run of show, helping with bios, you know, wrangling the entertainment, you know, and sometimes it's like wrangling cats. I mean, trying to get all those personalities together to be there at certain times and to make sure that everybody gets their tracks in, that their track isn't 12 minutes long, that it doesn't have curse words in it. I mean, there's so many elements that come with that.
You're
you know?
hired.
My next job will be at the Palace. But I mean, people don't know that all those little things and 100 other things are part of putting together a successful, incredible show.
Correct. No, I mean, you know a lot of this from experience or somewhere along the lines of your life, but yeah, it is definitely a production, and you know, just herding people into formation is difficult, but then you bring into the drag queen equation, it makes that 10 times harder because everybody has their ego and everybody
Of
has their
course.
own opinion and how we should do things. But we got a really good team there, so we are always able to execute what we're looking to do.
Can we name some of the queens?
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
Tiffany Fantasia.
Whoop whoop! I love you, Tiff. Listen, Tiff is the best MC. Okay, I have learned everything that I know from Tiffany, and she only paid me $20 to say that. All right, everything. She can host a paper bag, and it would be interesting. Okay, that is Tiffany. This is like years of experience, decades of experience, you know. I'm not the only one who says this, you know. Drag queens across the world say that they look up to Tiffany in that way. So to have her as your helm, as your go-to is fabulous. Okay, continue.
Yeah, we have another amazing talent who's been there a little bit longer than Tiffany, Missy Miyake LePage.
Oh my God, what a performer.
Incredible.
Oh my God, her flips and everything. I mean, she throws herself into everything.
That's Maya Iman LePage.
No. I've seen her also like get in, like jump on top of like the patrons there and having a great time.
Well, you hear that, Missy? I need that to come back.
Well, Miss Missy, congratulations for being there even longer than Tiffany. I mean, like that's incredible.
21 years.
21 years. And here's the thing, AJ, drag queens have a plethora of places that they can go to at this point. So when it comes to her wanting to be at the palace for that many years, that is right there a testament to how incredible the place is.
Absolutely.
You know,
we have servers, we have bartenders that have been there 17, 18 years, 15 years. And I don't think I have maybe more than 5% staff that's new within the year.
Wow. That's incredible. Only 5%. Okay, keep on. Give me more.
Let's see. We have CC Glitzer,
I love
amazing
CC.
host from Germany.
Germany. Okay, she is your German sensation. Okay, and every time I look at her, she looks more and more beautiful. Like, you know, she's only been here for like 5 years. She hasn't been here that long, and it's like incredible what she has been able to accomplish in that time, and deserves every little bit of it.
She's incredible. She always says, while the world is bitter, throw on some glitter. Glitzer.
Yes. God, but glitter gets stuck on everything, right? So I dated a stripper once and it was in my car. That glitter was in my car forever. Like forever. I mean, I've been married for like 8 years and you could still freaking probably find a little bit of that glitter. It never goes away. It's like herpes. Anyway, continue.
Sounds about right. Those are primarily all the hosts that we have. Alea Crawford is a new one. She was a server at Palace.
Nice.
And she's one of our trans queens and amazing. Been with us for 17, 18 years. We have Akasha O'Hara Lords, some new up-and-coming queens that are really strong that we've brought on over the last year. MQ Glitzer, Cece's little daughter.
Yeah.
Yeah. Batshit crazy. Oh, can I say that?
Of course.
Okay,
Yeah.
just kidding. So batshit crazy, and just takes things to a whole nother level, and it's incredible to have her there. We've got Valentina Valentino. She is like our new Alicia Lee DeWitches. She jumps from the ceiling, jumps into splits, hangs from the ceiling. I don't know how they do that. I get nervous every time I see it because of insurance.
Of course.
But yes, Valentina's incredible. And we've had a lot of the rest of the cast, like Akasha O'Hara Lords, Poison Ivy Lords. Of course, everybody knows Poison. She's incredible. A couple of newbies also. Katya Tension. She works up here in Fort Lauderdale.
Katya. Katya's incredible. She does incredible wigs. Queens out there, if you need some wigs, go to Katya, okay? And Katya has won a bunch of crowns and so deservingly.
She did my wig for my drag moment last year.
And was it amazing?
Heavy, but it was incredible.
Yeah. You have a respect for these queens when you put on something like that. You're like, oh, wow, this is heavy.
You do. So each year we've done a turnabout where all of the boys turn into drag queens for the night. And this year the theme was every queen needs a daughter. And so each drag queen was paired with
like on Drag Race. Like,
yes, that's where I got it from.
Yes. Don't tell them that. They're going to freaking send you a cease and assist. He didn't get it from there. He came up with it by himself.
And yeah, my mother was Kala Mendoza. I was Shady Mendoza. We won.
Of course you did.
It was amazing.
You got to send me that picture. I have to see
I'm
those
gonna send you the
pictures.
video and everything.
Oh my God, I love that. And then so he named all these incredible castmates, and everyone is more incredible and more incredible and more incredible, and a fantastic representation of our community. Let's first say that as well, right? Because every single girl that you mentioned also is an advocate in their own right, which I so do respect. And then you also have like people who come and guest every once in a while. Like I know TP has done stuff there. I know, I mean, and Poison comes every once in a while. I mean, all the queens also want a moment there at Palace with their sisters and folks that help them get to where they're at right now.
And that's across the board with all drag queens. We had Michael Morelli here from the UK this past weekend, and he was like, this was a dream of mine. Brooklyn Heights was here 2 years ago, and she's coming back now for our May 1st weekend. So, and that's a lifelong dream of a lot of people. There's RuPaul's Drag Race, and then there's Palace.
Yeah.
And so I'm very, very proud of what we do there, and proud of the queens and the staff, and how we continue to evolve always to keep Palace going to
You
serve our
have
community.
to. You have to. Palace continues to reinvent itself. For folks at home, you probably won't know, but Palace moved around. And for some people like me, I was like, oh my God, it's going to go under. What do you mean? Mind you, it was like half a block away, right? It was not that serious. It wasn't like it moved to Wynwood or anything like that. But in my mind, I was like, no, and we were wrong, right? We were so wrong. And I'm so glad that I was. You mentioned Drag Race, and Drag Race has created so many performers and celebrities in its own right. Is that good for the drag brunch industry, or are there almost too many queens?
That's a good question. There are a lot. Drag has become so mainstream, but I actually think that it's good. And it has also lit a fire under South Florida and sparked some value even further than just having, for Palace was the only for many years.
For a long time.
And now, that pushes me to make sure we continue to evolve and push harder so we can continue to stay at the top. But the drag has become so mainstream, it's great. It's needed.
And it should have been a long time ago. Like there was a lot of years where people were like, yo, what's up with the South Florida queens? Why won't they put us on Drag Race, right? Because if you travel anywhere, you will see that our caliber of drag is really elevated here. It really is. So it wasn't until recently with the Dion dynasty, and also now with, Athena and, and Juicy and everybody from down here in South Florida really putting a staple on the fact that we've got incredible queens. But I mean, we've got incredible queens,
Yeah, no.
and they like, they compete with each other to make them even better queens. You know what I mean? Like
They definitely compete with each other.
Have you ever had to break up a drag fight?
Every weekend. every weekend.
Do you put on your stilettos and go in there and go, okay, girls?
I have to hold wigs and earrings, but no stilettos. I learned the hard way with my ankles that it's not made for me.
Oh, when you were doing drag. Yeah,
yes.
no, it's not easy. It's not easy.
And that was one night.
And that was just one note. That was 3 hours. Like 3 hours, you were like, I'm done. Take these off me. You get a newfound respect for what being a girl, or even just what drag is, when you have to be dragged up for one day. I mean, one day when I've gotten dragged up for the lip sync battles for a Florida AIDS walk, and they put 2 huge tights on me, and then the wig and the makeup and everything, and it's like, this is way harder than being me. Like, this is way harder.
Yep, and the padding.
And the padding and the cinched. And I was like, oh, and then they call you fat while they're dressing you. I mean, like, they're mean. AJ, how do you cast performers at Palace? Like, because you've got so many folks that want to work there, do you once a year do a casting? Do you just wait till you have an opening? Like, how does that work? Like, if somebody's watching and they are a drag performer and their dream is to work at Palace, like most are, what is something that they can look forward to in the future that maybe might get them that spot at Palace?
The past few years, we've done open auditions during the summer. This year, we have planned something a little bit more exciting.
Ooh.
That's going to be more of a program that's throughout the whole summer and get folks that have never performed at Palace or live here that want to move here be a part of it. And then we choose, and we're going to have our cast as judges, and we're putting a big spin on it. All the details aren't finalized yet, but we will have them for everybody out there that's watching that wants to perform at Palace. I got you.
Okay, like, so most of the queens that you have at Palace are gorgeous. Like, do you what would make somebody a Palace queen? Like, is it talent? Is it personality? Is it dancing on cars, the splits from the ceiling? Is it being weird? Like, what are you looking for?
Somebody that's unique. Everything that you mentioned. I mean, we have, our comedy queens like Olga Dantelli. Nobody can do what she does.
Yeah, nobody. Nobody.
So different, so unique, gets the crowd going, and everybody's wild and excited. And she's not one of those queens that's going to do a split. She fakes them. But it's not going to split, not going to jump, and everyone enjoys her. And it's an incredible thing to watch. So be yourself. At the end of the day, be yourself, be unique. If you're a dancer, stick to that, make that happen, and crush it. And that's what we look for.
What's the mistake that most queens do when they try out or audition for Palace?
Oh, boy. I would have to say the wrong mentality or attitude. Because we've watched people come that, have been like so full and ready to just think that they own it and they're the one. And then, Palace it's the football stadium of drag. We have almost 600 seats. And so you see...
And like 3 shows on Saturday. Like, how many shows do you have again? I'm sorry.
We have night shows every day of the week, 7 p.m. till midnight. We have 2 brunch on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And then we have a brunch on Monday, the only drag brunch on a Monday anywhere. And then we do our new Ladies Who Lunch Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. So there's drag every day.
So there's drag every day, and
Every day.
at least 1 show to 2 shows a day. And on the weekend, even more.
Yeah, the weekend's 3.
So people coming to an audition and just being maybe not authentic or being like, like you can feel it. You know what I mean? Like, I think that in our community, because of just how marginalized we are, we're remember how I was telling you that my dog is an asshole whisperer? Okay. I think we are asshole whisperers as well, and maybe asshole is not the right word, but like, you can just feel that, man, this person has it, but they're not the right fit, and it's sad, but I mean, that's just your truth,
Definitely, 100%.
So I know that you've only been at Palace for a handful of years, but, right close to you, folks, is the crosswalk, the rainbow crosswalk, and the horror that it was for me to wake up that morning and see the videos of Cece and the other queens in front of them while they were demoing the crosswalk.
It was, sad for all of us.
I mean, they were crying on that video, and it wasn't bullshit crying. I was crying looking at them crying. You know what I mean? Do you remember that day? Did you get a phone call like, "Hey, these mother effers are doing this"? Like, what happened?
I did, and it was probably the most difficult for us, in particular Tom. So Tom is the owner, and he's owned it for, I think, 18 years. Yeah, going on 18 years, and he was a part of that crosswalk going in and a part of Pride 15 or 16 years ago. And so it really hit home. And yes, we got the call and everybody went over there. And, I stayed back at Palace after we brought everyone over. But it's sad to see what is happening now versus 25 years ago. I remember when I lived on 9th Street on South Beach, and I'd come home and you'd see drag queens crossing the street everywhere, walking home from work or walking to work, going to, hosting jobs. You'd walk on Lincoln Road and you'd see drag queens hosting everywhere.
And what year was this, may I ask? I'm sorry, around?
Yeah, so we're aging me, but...
He's handsome AF. It's not even a thing.
Between 99 and 2002.
Okay. Yeah, I lived there during that time as well. And that was the time that for me, felt that South Beach was gay. I mean, we still have our staples. Palace and Twist have always been there. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay. Other folks who have tried to in the mix, right? disappeared. Lincoln Road was such a Sunday fun day gay place like that. You could just go up and down and see everybody that works at all the events having their Sunday afternoon, fun time, at Score and places like that, that no longer exist.
I was just talking about this to a friend the other day. I said, I thought about this when I was in college. I went out every day. There was something to do every day. The start of Sunday night at Crowbar to Backdoor Bambi on Monday to Score on Tuesday. There was always something to do, and it was so welcoming.
Yeah.
And so much more simple, where now it feels the opposite. We're a little bit walking on eggshells, and especially with us, we have all eyes on us because we're indoor outdoor, and we've had our fair share of issues with government officials, saying things that we were doing, and we've navigated around those waters. But
do you have lawyers?
We do.
Okay, needed. I mean, that's that's a correct question, and that's a correct answer. I was going to ask you about a couple of years ago, something that went viral was a mom taking her kid to a drag show, and they weren't even sitting inside; they were sitting on the outskirts of it. And it was a big to-do. Anna Navarro was talking about it on The View, and they wanted to close Palace down, and it was just a big deal. Do you remember that?
It was during COVID, and so I was not a part of Palace at that time. But yes, I do. I do recall and know all about that.
Yeah, yeah. Did anything change from that? Or is it 18 and over?
It is.
And is it because of that's occurred? I mean, I'm not a parent. Are you?
I am not a parent. No.
Okay. No, you say it not that I know of, right?
I have 171 children at Palace.
and that's enough, okay? And I've been trying to make babies with my wife for years. We try all the time, sometimes twice a day, and I still can't do it. So we're not parents, right?
Twice a day? Ooh.
Oh yeah, listen, and I'm a busy girl. We're not parents, but in that aspect, I just feel that it should be up to a parent to take their kid anywhere. Okay. And Palace at the end of the day is an eatery, is a place that makes damn good salmon and it's got great appetizers. They've got an incredible menu, by the way, and people forget about that as well, and I'm so glad that Palace and the owners that be did what they had to do, and that didn't get away from them. Because it could have so easily, especially during COVID. My God, But because of that, we're walking on eggshells when it comes to a lot of things. Because, like you said, all the eyes are on us.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's definitely challenging. But you know what? We still do what we do. Yeah. We still stay true to who we are, and we put on a damn good show. And like you said, we have an amazing menu, and we're not going to change and continue to fight the right fight forward.
And my hope is that you folks change one person at each drag brunch. You know what I mean? Because here's the reality, right? Our community is not how they're making money, right? Straight people are the ones who mostly go to drag events. Crazy as that sounds, and then they turn around and vote against us, but that's a whole other, drama, So I hope that in that time, maybe one person goes, hey, these gays aren't that bad. You know what I mean? They're kind of fun, I mean, because, you always see that man that was dragged to the drag brunch. There's always at least one per show. He didn't want to go. He's on vacation. He wants to go to the corner and go get a beer,
And we always find him.
And they always leave smiling. That's the crazy part about it all. You turn them into believers.
We have one queen, Alea Crawford, and she says something that, while it's hysterical, it's so true. And she always says, you can't catch the gay in here.
It's true.
It's as simple as that.
It's true, unless you want to.
Yes.
Because we could also make that happen too, I'm just saying. I wanted to talk a little bit about Miami Beach Pride. Miami Beach Pride is a staple, and it's one of my most enjoyable prides. I mean, we're blessed that we live in a community that if we want to, we can go to 10 different prides all throughout the year and not have to travel too far, True. But Miami Beach Pride is close to my heart because I was a South Beach, that's where I grew up. That's where I came out. That's where I decided to be Faye, the gay ass girl I am now, So Miami Beach Pride is just that extra special. And the staging area is always in front of the palace. That's where the main queens are, announcing all the floats that go by. How crazy is it that day? How crazy is it? Like, do people like get their tables beforehand? Because those people sit there and they're having a ball throughout.
Yeah, that's for Sunday for the parade.
For the parade, yes, yes, yes.
And yeah, it is an intense day, but it's amazing to watch and see what we do, and everybody wants to be a part. Yeah, we are the headquarters for the Pride Parade, and we have the judges there. We have this year it's Tiffany and Missy that are hosting, and they walk through each float and
Scream at them.
Screaming, yelling, having fun, enjoying, making the best of it, and it's an incredible time.
Yeah, and it's so much fun. And it just like makes you so proud to be queer, to be gay, you know, to be any part of the community. Like, we're attacked every single time we turn on the TV, every time we go through social media. It's like, oh, how is this freaking Cheeto face going to get us today, you know? And that's another reason why prides are so important. And this year, Miami Beach Pride elevated and took it to another level. There are like 10 days of stuff going on. There's like stuff already started. Okay. And that's how great that is. What other parts is Palace going to be a part of?
So tomorrow we have the Miami-Dade Gay and Lesbian Chamber of Commerce mixer with Score and Palace and Grand Entertainment and the commissioners. So we are participating in that. And
oh, that's tonight. That's tonight. Tonight, Tuesday.
Tonight, Tuesday. Just
yes,
kidding.
Yes.
And Wednesday.
Is that the one that's also like talking about with DJ Gil about Score? Yes. We were just talking about how Score used to be my playground.
Old school.
Botox. I'm Colombian, remember? So I'm really 83. You just don't know.
We host the Miami Beach Pride pageant at Palace. This is our second year. Akasha Hair Lords and Oscar G are the ones that won last year, and they're going to be giving their crowns to somebody else. We have 10 contestants. It's very exciting.
10 contestants. Wow, amazing. People really want to be.
For the Mr. and Mrs.
That's fantastic.
It's a great thing to have for Miami Beach, and even more so to be hosting it at Palace. We have the rest of the weekend. Saturday, we're doing 3 brunches, which is super exciting. Friday night, we have Jose Alfredo. He stole my name.
I know. I was like, does he know?
Jose Alfredo from Puerto Rico. He is a singer. He's singing his new release of Perro.
Ooh.
Yes.
Perro. Yeah.
Or we're learning a new show at Palace, and it's Toma Toma.
Oh, yeah. And then the next show is going to be Coge, Coge.
I need to take notes.
It's basically take it, give it. That's about it.
Okay, we're doing the next show at Palace in the Bed.
And that's it. Oh, I love it.
This is our color.
I love it. Is it?
This is our color. Our Palace color,
I love
brand,
this.
yes.
You know who did this for me? TP Lords. She saw my bed and it was sad and it looked like a lesbian bed. And she was like, girl, give me 2 minutes. Espérate. She took all the shit out from her car.
TP,
it had lights and everything. Like it had all kinds of... Anyway, she's amazing. That's why she's called the total package. Love you, TP. I love drag queens. Drag queens, one of my hashtags is drag is my muse. Every time I get on stage, I think of how would a drag queen handle this situation? Even when I get dressed, would this outfit take note like a drag queen's outfit would? You know? I mean, listen, there is no one better with stage presence than a drag queen. There is no one that can commandeer a crowd like a drag queen. And these are all things I need as a little lesbian host that just, hi. Hello, welcome. I got to bring it out. Have I met myself? Because I've got drag in me. I do. All right, AJ. So we're going to play a game. It's called Say What with FayWhat. It's a quick game. It's a lightning round. I'm going to give you 2 options and you answer real quick. Are you with me?
I am with you.
Okay. All right. Here we go. Okay. No thinking. Drag brunch or drag dinner?
Drag brunch.
Speedo or jockstrap?
Speedo.
Ocean Drive or Wilton Manors?
Ocean Drive.
Heels or sneakers?
Both.
Beyonce or Lady Gaga?
Lady Gaga.
Cocktails or champagne?
Cocktails.
Gym body or dad body? He's like, I want to see a gym body, but it's okay if I have a dad body.
Gym body.
Early morning or after hours?
Oh, early morning.
Drama or being messy?
Being messy.
VIP table or dancing on the bar?
Oh, dancing on the bar, 100%.
Miami boys or New Jersey boys?
Miami.
Single or complicated?
It's complicated.
Kiss or slap?
Kiss. I'm a kisser.
Lights on or lights off?
Lights off.
You had to think about that.
It depends on the
It depends on the
moment.
situation. Now, here's the thing, right? AJ is in a new relationship. He's been with someone for a couple of months, and the guy is a hottie, right? So he wants to see what's going on, right? Maybe in 3 years you'll turn off the lights. You know what I mean? It just depends.
He definitely is a hottie. He's
You know?
Venezuelan.
Ooh, he's Venezuelan, caliente. So have you had an arepa?
He feeds me a lot. That's how I've gained weight.
Oh, it's his fault. It's your fault,
It is
sir.
his fault. Yes.
So do you know what an arepa is? Arepa is a white corn thing that Venezuelans stuff it with meat or whatever you like. And then I'm Colombian, so we put our stuff on top of the arepa. And it's a big fight over who invented it first. It was me, though, by the way. It was Colombians. And he's probably screaming right now, no, it's Venezuelans. And it probably was Chinese people, right? For all we know. Because, you know, I mean, come on, like pasta. I was like blown away that it wasn't Italians who invented it. Your people, by the way, he's Italian. See, that's why he's
Italian,
so cute.
Spanish.
That's why he's so
I
cute.
own my Spanish.
Spanish where?
Spain.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Have you
Spain.
been?
Oh my God, I love Spain. Yes.
Okay, so
Like
tell our
10
viewers
times.
something in Spanish. I know, I put him on
¿Cuál
the
es tu
spot.
problema?
And that's, oh wait, do you have to tell patrons that
Yes,
anytime?
all day long.
Okay, so if you don't know, that means, what the hell's your problem? It doesn't mean what the hell is your problem. It just means what's your problem. But I added the hell in there because you need to say that sometimes to people. You know, like, what the hell's your problem?
Or me gusta Venezolano arepas.
Ooh, okay.
I
Yeah,
do.
there it is.
They're good.
They're so damn good. Have you been to Venezuela?
Not yet. I'm waiting.
Oye, pero qué pasa? No, and you know, honestly, it's not the safest right now, unfortunately, to go to either one of our countries, so it's kind of sad. But I have a feeling that the next time that you're in my bed, you're going to know a lot more Spanish.
I am learning every day.
You know, learning every single way. All right, so please make sure to follow AJ and Palace for everything happening in Miami Beach. They are a staple. They are incredible. Honestly, if you just want to feel good, if you want to just go have a salad, go over there and sit there at the bar and have a salad and enjoy some drag, all right? Your life will be changed. You will just be you will even be cuter, and you'll lose 2 pounds. You like that?
Downstairs with the drag queens or on the rooftop at the pool? What are we doing?
If you run up and down, you'll lose the 2 pounds.
You have to walk up 6 flights, actually.
It's 6 flights?
It is.
That rooftop is that high?
6 flights.
Oh, I must have been drunk when I got up there because I remember being up there, but I don't remember getting down.
So my new idea, I want to have a camera right outside the stairwell.
Okay.
And it takes a picture of everybody that's walking up. It's the most amazing people watching area of the place.
I love that. I love that. And like, how early do you have to get there to watch the parade from up there? For Miami Beach Pride.
10 o'clock in the morning.
Oh, that's not bad. That's not bad. Okay.
They don't open it until 10.
Exactly. So
People are
you
waiting,
will
yeah.
set up everything and people are probably already waiting to get up there. Okay. Cause I mean, that is the best spot like ever to see the people walk up the stairs, but also to see the parade, you know? So Miami Beach Pride is coming. Please go by the Palace if they have space. Okay. Get there early. Okay. And wave at me when I'm walking by like this. Faye! And flash me. Cause I appreciate that. If you do that. Boys too. I'm all about it. Titties are titties. What? I'm going to get a shirt that says titties or titties.
I love nice titties.
And I can't lie. I like nice titties and I can't lie.
I
Something
love
like
it.
that. All right?
I know that. From the movies.
See? Follow AJ, okay, at Applejacks CA.
Yeah.
Right? Applejacks CA. Okay. Follow him at that. Did you hear me what I said? Yeah, that's it. All right. And also follow the Palace, okay? Palace is Palace Sobi. You can find them on all social media outlets. And, you know, they're just incredible parts of our community. Support folks who support us. I always tell you that. And Palace is one of those entities that we never, ever want to lose. So make sure that they know that. Right?
Absolutely.
All right. Okay. Look into that camera, AJ, and give them your best. FayWhat?
FayWhat?
Oh, yeah. yeah, he did good, Venezuela. Now I know why. Yeah. Yeah, he could hold his breath for a long time. I get it. All right, AJ
So
from
can he.
yes, yes. AJ from the Palace on South Beach. Thank you so much for being on the FayWhat show.
My pleasure.
Thank you, thank
I
you, thank
loved
you.
it.
I loved it too. All right, we'll be right back.